I want to give you guys a quick update on the weapon dispersion bug inside of Battlefield 6. This was listed in the Season 1 patch notes to have been fixed, but according to Floren, one of the game developers, this was actually not fixed in the Season 1 update. He said the bug fixes are not in this update, and that was not clear from some of the previous comms, but they are coming in a later update in Season 1. There have been relatively minor changes to weapons recoil and dispersion in this week's update, but they're not the changes that fixes the bugs related to the dispersion, as those were discovered after the patch was locked down and ready to release. So you can expect more changes to follow with bug fixes. We're also cooking a general pass to dispersion bloom, and we'll be monitoring the feedback after each update to inform you of more adjustments. So they did clear up that all of the weapon bloom and dispersion issues have not been fixed, kind of like the patch notes said. And I'm glad they went ahead and cleared this up. They have been doing a really good job with player feedback and getting updates out very quickly. So I'm hoping we're going to see this update in the next week or maybe week or two. And if you have been noticing some of your weapons still acting a bit odd, or maybe if you're sprinting and you stop to fire, you still see some weapon bloom there or dispersion issues where you shouldn't, that is probably the reason why, because all of these bugs have not been completely fixed. Now, I will say, where he says there's been some minor changes to weapons recoil and dispersion, you can tell that just a bit with some of the weapons. Not all of them seem to be working as intended still, of course, by what he said here, but some of the weapons in game, I did notice if you're holding down the trigger and just going full auto, that you see more visual recoil than you do bloom and dispersion now than you did before the Season 1 update. Now you will start seeing that bloom and dispersion, and I would guess probably around maybe a half the mag or a little less than half the mag, you see the original recoil kind of pattern where you didn't see that before the Season 1 update. And after half the magazine, you start to see more of that dispersion. I'm assuming that's kind of where they want all these weapons, or kind of the idea they're going for. So that's why some of these weapons feel a bit better dispersion and bloom wise than the others, because of those minor changes they made. But hopefully we'll get the rest of the changes in very soon in an update, and all of the weapons will be working as intended. So leave me a comment with your thoughts. Let me know if you've been seeing any issues really with the weapons since Season 1. Have you had better luck with the recoil and bloom, or is it about the same to you, or does it seem worse? Because I have seen some people say that some of the weapons seem like they're a bit worse now that the update has come out. Leave me a comment with your thoughts, and of course, if you like the video, hit the like. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.